Senyat, 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 Senyat.
Donnie, are you imitating the Hell Awaits intro again? I thought you preferred Megadeth.
Well, yeah, but I've always wanted to do that. I'm not allowed within a mile radius of Kerry King, so I've never been to a Slayer show. Speaking of which, Slayer!
Slayer!
Really, guys?
Go on, Barack.
Oh, fine. Slayer.
You got to do better than that, or I'm ending the video here, Barack, and don't tempt me.
Slayer! Yeah, no, everything's okay in here, Michelle.
Jesus, we still doing this ranking thing? This feels as embarrassingly futile as Kerry King trying to keep Slayer alive. KK's Slayer, bruh, clinging to the past.
It's fine, Joe. They'll just get Tim Ripper Owens on vocals because he can sing literally anything. And then Mike Portnoy on drums or something.
Mike just rejoined Dream Theater, Donnie.
Yeah, that can't last very long.
Just like you, Donald. Got him.
Still better than you, Limpy Joe.
Shut up, you senile toddlers. And by the way, Ripper is in KK's Priest, which Kerry King obviously used as inspiration for his new band name. I guess Hell and Satan were already taken, so he must have been out of ideas.
Satan.
Let's go back to Slayer's glory days for a sec. Donald, check out this pic from 1985. Jamie, pull that up, will you? No, not that folder.
Yeah, sorry. Who dis?
That's Kerry King, bro. Homie is looking fierce. Got to get me some of those chains he's rocking.
Yo, what the fuck? This is weirder than seeing Rob Halford with long hair. And that's a nice BC Rich Warlock.
Everyone knows the BC Rich Warlock is a gimmick from the early 80s, Barack. Real men use the BC Rich stealth, just like Chuck.
Yeah, we've been over this, Donald. Anyway, Kerry's aesthetic really took a turn for the worst at some point.
For real, dog. His tattoo artist showed him a catalog of tribals, and bro just said yes. Literal Skyrim tier beard, too.
Guys, are we going to address our comeback?
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
8 years.
Just as long as Metallica was listenable.
Shut up, Donald. Let's rank these albums, Barack.
Okay, let's do it. First one is Show No Mercy.
Yeah, I'm no Slayer hater, but this album is mid as fuck. And I'm ready to fight till death with anyone who dares to call this shit black metal. Just because these guys were obsessed with Venom and Kerry King was beating his meat over satanic imagery doesn't make this shit black metal.
Ever the purist, Donald.
Yeah, whatever, Donald. Guys, this has my two favorite songs on it, Black Magic and The Antichrist.
Why am I not surprised those are the songs you picked, Barack?
Those are certified bangers, Bama. That Black Magic intro hypes me up every time.
I swear, nothing gets me pumped like that Black Magic intro. If I had hair, I'd be windmill headbanging once those drums kick in. All my bench press PRs have been set with this song playing, bro.
How much you bench, bruh?
About 225.
Well, I used to bench 400 to 500 pounds in high school. Anyway, this album is C tier, just like your bench press, Barack.
Don't worry, we're all gonna make it, bros. Put it in B tier, Barack.
Yeah, I'm putting it in B tier. Next is Hell Awaits. This is the first album with a killer intro. Any fan will know this, but the thing you hear at the start is Join Us in reverse, and it sounds pretty evil. Unless Donnie's saying it.
Fuck off, Barack.
Yeah, boy. That ominous chanting right into that marching opening riff shit is pure cash.
I should mention that Metallica blatantly copied this idea when they reversed the blackened intro. But when people copy Metallica's music, hell awaits them if it's up to Lars.
Fucking Antichrist on a fucking cracker, Donald. This video is about Slayer, not Metallica. I refer the viewer to our Metallica videos to hear your crying about James and the boys.
Oh, okay, Barack, but where's part 3?
Shh. Guys, we got to rate this album. This is A tier for me. It's got only 7 songs, but they're all pretty good. The tempo changes on At Dawn They Sleep really get my juices flowing, but obviously the title track is the best. The other tracks are just good thrash songs, especially for 1985. This is some good shit. Just like Kerry King's looks back then.
And I dig that Angel of Death scream in Kill Again.
This is a good album, and I'm perfectly fine with A tier for this one, because it's got to be higher than Show No Mercy. But what I'm not fine with is that you skipped Haunting the Chapel, Barack.
Fuck, for once you're right, Donald. I'm gonna just put this in A tier and then we'll rate Haunting the Chapel. We doing live Undead separately or not?
I don't care. I just want to rate Chemical Warfare. Best Slayer song, Don't At Me. S tier EP, and surely you mean live in the studio, Barack. Even Unleashed in the East isn't as blatant as this.
Hell of an album, though. Whiskey Woman, don't you know that you are driving me insane? Ow!
Yeah, please never do that again, Joe. Gotta agree with Donald. Chemical Warfare is amazing. That tempo change in the middle of the song is sick. Pure thrash masterpiece. I'm putting it in S tier just because of that song. And I don't give a fuck if it sounds like the live tracks are recorded in the studio, because it still fucking slaps. Okay, next is Slayer's most well-known album, Rain in Blood.
Yeah, this is the most overrated piece of Rick Rubin produced trash ever. This is the peak of Garbage Slayer solos. Besides that, every song is the same except Raining Blood. I can't deny it's a good song, and I love them Raining Blood on stage on the Still Raining DVD. Shit is hot, and we all know blood is the best lubricant, but I can't place this album higher than C tier.
What?
What?
Bruh, you've been spending too much time on those private islands, Donald.
With Sleepy Joe as Commander-in-Chief, can you blame me? I'll be back in 2024, motherfuckers. Until then, I'm an island boy. Joe is single-handedly making me have to go back to make America great again instead of keep America great. As a matter of fact, let me put my MAGA hat back on.
MAGA death. Really, Donnie?
Yes, and as suggested by a viewer, Pence sells, but who's buying?
The voters clearly aren't buying your bullshit, Donnie, and this album is straight S tier, Barack. And Donnie,
Yes, Joe.
fuck you.
You're just angry because Slayer wrote a track about Joe Mengele and not about you, Sleepy Joe. And if they did write a song about you, of course, the album would have been called Rain in Fraud instead of Rain in Blood.
Huh, that was actually a good one, Donald.
Angel of Death could also refer to Barack, of course.
Never mind, fuck you, Donald. Okay, guys, I'm just putting this in S tier.
Agreed, Barack.
S for stupid solos and so stereotypical Slayer songwriting.
And Speedy singing. No cap, boys. I'm convinced that Tom's vocals on Jesus Saves convinced Eminem that white guys can rap.
First of all, Joe, Eminem sucks. And second of all, Tom is Mexican.
He's Chilean-American, Donnie.
Yeah, Democrado. They're all from south of heaven.
Oh, fuck it, let's move on.
You're not going to mention anything about Dave Lombardo being Cuban, Donald?
Just let it be, Joe. Also, Dave was in a band with Chuck. And come on, his name's Dave. I'm sure he's okay in Donald's book. We're moving on to South of Heaven from 1988.
Too bad this one is also produced by Rick Rubin.
How can you hate Rick Rubin and Tom Araya on the same team, Donald? Literally a double Santa Claus situation.
I do admit this album is better than Rain in Blood. I love the ominous intro, officially the most evil metal intro of all time. That shit is more evil than Knievel. Truly has no boundaries.
That's a fact, Donald. And the second most popular track off of this one is also good. Mandatory Suicide.
LOL, just like Jeffrey Epstein.
Hey, guess he finally wanted to see the light. Guys, I can't believe we made it 7 minutes into the video without saying R.I.P. Jeff. And I don't mean Epstein.
Those Heinekens got him way too soon. 10 years this year, bro.
Way too soon. Anyway, we're still in 88. Time to set this straight. Slayer weren't half-stepping on this album. A tier.
Word. A tier for me as well. Donald, you're surprisingly quiet.
Listen, Joe, I get the feeling you're trying to pick a fight with me, but your low-energy jabs don't come close to hurting me, and I don't fight demented people.
Donald, I ain't demented. Keep talking like this, and I'll throw a stroller at you with a baby in it.
Jesus, can we get on topic, guys? Save the drama for the fucking retirement home.
You okay there, Obama?
Donald, get the Secret Service on the phone. Barack's in trouble. Retirement home is his safe word.
How do you know Barack's safe word?
No comment.
What's yours?
Just fucking call them